Moving toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
We play to win. Let's go!
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Wentz. It's caught, Smith. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10.
On the set.
50. Mike 50. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
Get it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Hey, Charlotte.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Parker unable to get that one, and it's 2nd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Come on,
and on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. The tally there, -8 yards. Leads to 4th down as well.
It'll be real interesting to take a look at this play later because on this pitch toss play, I get the sense that he just followed the pulling guard or the pulling offensive lineman through that hole and spilled this play early.
Yeah, because he didn't even get to the outer third of the field. He was tackled in the middle third.
Yeah, when you're talking about a pitch or a toss tackled there, that means they read it fast and diagnosed it and knocked them down in a hurry.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. for big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Throwing on first is Wentz. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Watch the whip. Rush in. Rush in. Rush in.
Solid. Here we go.
Now Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Wentz. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. And it's the Cowboys that have moved down to an early advantage. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 30.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
4 yards there on the keeper, but still going to bring up a 3rd down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short game. Did it to perfection.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, that's Trent Sherfield. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 37. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Intended for Kenyon Gray. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. A 1st carry for Kenyon Drake. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line.
60 Pittsburgh.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a 1st.
Hey, we got Mike 50, huh?
Hey, Delta.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. Let's go.
They'll look to throw here. Being chased out left. And it's a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And maybe that one caused by the weather. Of course, the rain coming down. Charles, can you maybe, when you You're carrying that football, grip it too tight in the rain?
I think that you can, and it's such a delicate balance, too, because when you grip it so tight, sometimes it'll slip out from your body. You squeeze it too hard, and it'll pop out on its own. I've actually had running backs talk to me about that. And
that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Carson Wentz with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
At their own 35-yard line.
Let's go.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And an alley to run. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. On play action, it's Wentz. He finds an opening past the 40. He's got it complete to Perkins. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing is Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles Harris. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. On second down, Williams. Able to pick up a healthy chunk of yards, 7-yard gain, but a tough 3rd and 9 upcoming.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Go.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
This is taken at the 18. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Around the NFL, they're into the second quarter in the Meadowlands and make it a 2-touchdown advantage now for the Giants. And we'll try and keep you updated on those events and others around the league as we continue through this one. On first down, it's McLaughlin. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Second and 13. He's got this one complete to Sherfield. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Exit. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Slip.
80 weapon.
Mike's 50. Let's go, D.
Let's go.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. They'll set up to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Go now. 60 or.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Finding room to the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Trent Sherfield as the first half is winding down. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be fielded at the 6. Wiggles free. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
57.
Now a play fake. Wentz. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll run here with Balazs. And some room to work. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kalen Balazs, his second touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a first down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, pick up the first down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. On first down, Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Throwing on second and long. Wentz is going to find his running back. It's complete. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch the screen.
Go.
From the 40 now on second down. Wentz. And this throw will be intercepted. Quincy Wilson with the INT.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient. Find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward. That's what you want to see out of your backs.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 27-yard line. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Back to throw here.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Tajae Sharpe, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have taken the lead.
That drive was quick and impressive. Almost like they had somewhere else they needed to be after the game.
Well, Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for two.
That's what I do.
They'll try and run with Drake. And he will find the end zone here. And the lead moves up to 7. They go with the option on the two-point try, and the decision to pitch it worked out.
Almost felt like basketball, didn't it? Remember when the dribbler draw, drive, and dish? How about that one? Drew everyone to him, dished it to the running back. He takes it in.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. It's Jordan. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Xavier Howard. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Drake will start the drive on the ground. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though, catch was made, put down right on the spot.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow.
We got this.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
You remember me? You remember me? Check it back. Check it back. Check.
And he'll give it here to his running back. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter.
Let's go, D. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Check 52.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Ready?
On first down, Drake. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means
blitz coming, and down he goes. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. A good pickup there, 18 yards. As they get closer for 3rd down.
A pickup of 18 yards, but it's 3rd down.
Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. Throwing right, and that's complete. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are back within a single score. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now. They're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score.
Here we go.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down, and the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got his man Sharp, complete. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. A handoff out of the pistol. It's Drake. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Trent Sherfield, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. They'll try and run with Drake. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Here we go.
They'll go for it. It's Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Well, what do you think? Maybe got away with one? I mean, he's thrown 2 picks already. That looked pretty dangerous.
And it had a little hang time on it. So what he needs to do right now, hug it out a little bit with his guy, because he went up and made a play on the football and kept him from potentially.
And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Charles Harris in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Mike
82.
Throwing now is Wentz. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium.
Here we go. 180. Great 57. Kill. Great. Check.
Here's Wentz to throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. That is caught inside the 5.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play.
And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. So they tried to tack on 2 more. Wouldn't have mattered as far as who won and who lost, but that's how this one ends.
Felt like cosmetics, didn't it? Just put another 2 points on the board, make the score look a little bit better. Maybe they wanted to run a 2-point conversion just to see what they had. Who knows? But it just wasn't necessary.
So for the Dolphins, they move back over 500 now at 4-3.